Module 5, Structure of the Skull and Drawing the Basic Shape of the Head. Structure of the Skull. If you have access to a model of a skull, it will be helpful. Otherwise, practice by referring to anatomy books. I will explain the structure of the skull and in how many parts can it be divided in. I will begin by drawing of the skull from the side view using the same method that I would apply in drawing any other object, which is through undivided attention and close observation. So as you see, the skull reveals the basic oval form of the head. There are two egg-shaped oval forms found in the structure of the skull. Egg-shaped oval that is laying horizontal from the center of the forehead to the back of the head. A vertical egg-shaped oval form the tip of the head to the chin. I will draw the eye socket and teeth of an idea of the facial feature. Another method of measuring the proportions of the human head is by drawing a square around the entire area of the skull and dividing it further in 6 equal parts. Dividing the width of the square in 2 equal parts and dividing the entire length in 3 equal parts. The 6 parts should be of the same size. In case they are not, then the proportions are incorrect. You can feel the face through the structure of the skull. I will draw the nose and other features for better clarity. You can easily draw the face if you are familiar with the structure. Over a period of time, with continuous practice, you will have an idea to the structure that lies beneath the face. But if you have some knowledge of the skull, it helps in recognizing the areas of tonal variations that are formed on the face due to the structure of the bones that lies beneath. I will now draw the front view of the skull. Draw a rectangle and divide into 6 equal parts. The tip of the center vertical line is the tip of the chin. The position of the facial features remains the same as discussed in earlier lesson. Place the features roughly and try to recognize the similarities of the features to the skull lying in front of you. Once you know the structure, your job will be easy. This drawing of the skull is too large. So I will draw a life-size drawing of the head to help you understand better. Remember the two egg-shaped ovals we spoke of before when drawing the skull. I will use gouache to place the facial features to reveal a face over of the bony structure. You can add the neck, and hair later on for your own knowledge. Draw many freehand drawings in the beginning and then consider studying the skull and anatomical details of the head. I will draw the front view of the skull using gouache. Note how I draw the sketch very quickly without getting into the details of the face. Keep in mind that the purpose here is to study the structure of the skull and to understand the hollow spaces in the bone structure that are largely responsible for the tonal variation that we see on somebody's face. Although every human form is different and there are various shapes of a head, there are some general guidelines that one can use as a starting point. Start by practicing to view the head from the front and drawing freehand ovals on a large sheet of paper. The practice of moving the pencil in large continuous oval shapes strengthens your line work. From the straight on view, the head is not a perfect circle but an egg shape. So begin with that. Practice freehand movement of this egg-shaped oval forms on a large sheet of paper, so get familiar with the shape. We divide head into three main shapes: circle, square and oval shapes. People usually have the shape of their head between these three. For example, I have a square face and some people have long faces and other have almost perfect circular face. So practice these shapes beforehand, returning to the oval that I drew here on the sheet. I will divide the oval into two halves, horizontally placing a line across the oval. Finally placing the hairline on the top. So now the oval shape is divided into four equal parts. Do not get stuck at this step. This small step was to convince your eyes and to make you look at the oval as a head. Start building the oval from the inside, making a series of curved marks that go around the shape so that you start to build a three-dimensional form rather than a contour, allowing your hand to work rhythmically, building the shape without getting engrossed in a detail. Try and make the oval form the outside, working your way inwards. This way you are moving your hand in both the directions. Building flexibility to your hand and strength in your line work. So you have to practice a lot of such strokes in the circular movements. Drawing the basic shape of the head and studying the structure of the skull in dry pastel. I will show you the basic shape of the head again. Do not hurry and be aware of each step. I will begin by drawing oval. I am using a dry pastel for this drawing and you may use a soft charcoal stick too. I will draw the central axis line more towards the right side of the face. This makes the face appear as a profile. Dividing the face further in two equal halves horizontally, drawing the lines for the placement of mouth and hairline. I will darken the central axis line and the horizontal line for the eyes to allow you to see the profile view a lot more clearly. I will draw the ear starting from the tip of the line for the eyes. The eyes, nose and lips are placed accordingly. Now you see the frontal position of the face. If I shift the central axis line to the right and draw the facial features, you will see how the view or angle has changed from the front to the profile, but the eye level remains the same. Add here and you can create lot of sketches like these. So you have built up a face within these lines. A good study of the skull will help you build such sketches very easily. I will draw another oval shape head and make similar division to place the facial features. Eyes, nose and mouth will be placed on the oval form viewed from as a profile partially. This will train your eye to the movement of the head and skull. Shade the face in different tones for a good understanding of various divisions on a face due to light and dark. I will draw another face when the head is viewed as a complete profile. Allow start by making the basic divisions for the placement of facial features. Since the face is a complete profile, the central axis line will shift completely on the one side. I will draw the hairline and smudge the entire face for an idea of light and shade. These primarily drawing are very important. You can even make sketches like these with no details, just drawing the basic forms and interpreting the shapes. As I mentioned before, the study of the skull helps you understand the shades and lights that light forms on a face. Use patches of colors to demarcate the areas of various tonal variations. You may smudge them later for a smooth transition from light to dark or vice versa. For example, When I shade these portraits, I exactly know how light falls and which area would get the darkest shadow, which area would receive the sharpest lights, and how the middle tones will travel from light to dark or dark to light. You may smudge or use an eraser to achieve the desired result. Feel free to use your hand or cloth to smudge. It is not that without studying the anatomical aspect of the skull, you will not know of the play of light, but the awareness of skull and the bone structure that lies beneath of the face will help deepen your understanding about tones. Take care of the proportions. So measure the ears and nose, the distance and proportions of the facial features in regard to each other. So practice a lot of these sketches that will help in building your confidence. Darken the areas around the eyes, nose and chin by adding more color. The colors I am using are shades of the skin such as ochre or shades of red and brown. I am using brown. Further darken the hair for a clear demarcation of the face from the scalp. Also adding a few outlines to give a sense of completion to your work. you can continue working on a creative sketch for a very long time. As it depends where your mind wants to take your expression for desired result. It will interest you in time and you will find yourself feeling involved in your work for a longer period of time. See how strokes of white and various shades of red in strong strokes have created interest. I will spray some fixative on these drawings, so avoid smudging and fading of pastels over time. Fixatives are commonly available at stationery stores. Invest in a good brand that will preserve your work well for the future. I will now draw another portrait to show you how to use an eraser to create dimensions, elements or define shades and light in a portrait done by using pastels. I can attempt this portrait as I am very well aware of the basic form of the skull and that lies beneath the layer of skin that you see or visualize in a portrait. Use an eraser to create highlights. The use of eraser is the same as creating strokes. Let's look at a simple portrait in pastels, where all you see as of now is a form, a face that peeps out of the colors applied on paper. I am adding extra color to add depth to the eye sockets. Darkening of these areas, especially the eye sockets, will create depth and dimension to allow your portrait to appear as a third-dimensional form. Nostrils and areas around the lips Adding a few dark strokes on the head to draw hair will further help in creating depth to the face. But in reverse, you pull out color rather than adding to create strong defining strokes. He has sunken eyes. Now, this kind of character in the eyes can be achieved through imagination, through continuous practice. I will extensively use the eraser to pull colors out if the sheet to define beard, mustache and hair as well. Be very careful as you use the eraser to remove pastels from your sheets to create elements like a beard and mustache. Pick violet and add the cool color as an overall wash to the portrait. The use of cloth, hands, fingers, a stump and eraser are commonly used tool in dry medium drawing. A lot of practice over time helps you take decisions about how you prefer to use these tools, what permutation and combinations of these will you pick to express yourself the best. Warm colors to start with and cool colors now helps the drawing to stand out. We will discuss this in detail in our lessons ahead. Notice how by using the eraser in a certain way I give an entirely different character to the portrait here. The hair is falling on the face and due to the strong positive areas and his drooping beard makes him appear as an entirely different face from what we had started with. That are working as focal points as eyebrows I will smudge the entire portrait with cloth, mixing the cool and warm tones to build a new face altogether. See carefully how I use the eraser. This time in an entirely different manner, to bring out a new set of hair and beard to reveal a different face over the same portrait. Changing the character of the face by calculated play of smudging and erasing. I will add a little color or pastel dust using my thumb on the eyes, nostrils and mouth. This will help us build up the contours and complete the portrait.